my folder. So these Australian $2 paper banknotes, they used to be around from 1966 through until 1985. So I'm going to be placing some of these into my new folder. This is a folder that's got 300 slots in it. I picked it up from Renix, and it's a Lecterm banknote folder. So I'm starting to put all of my banknotes into this folder, and today I'm putting the $2 notes in. But I'll go through where I'm up to and what's going on with this folder right here. So 10 shilling notes, pre-decimal banknotes here, 1942, 1942. And then I've left a few pages free for some other ones to go in there, some more of those older ones. Then the more recent ones here, the 61s, 10 shilling notes, a few of those there. Leave a few pages for some more. Then we've got the £1 banknotes. So a few different years here. Got 42 at the bottom here. A little bit reflective there with the light, but 1942, 1942, 1952, and then a 1938 and 1961. So a few different years and also some different styles. So that the older style and then the newer style. And then on to the £5 banknotes. I love these. Love the deep blue colour on them. 1941s at the top here and a 1952 down here. So really enjoy those, and I've left a few more pages to collect a few more of those. Have to buy a few more of those. And then I've got a few pages here for the £10 banknotes. So I've been in auctions where I've bid on some of those £10 banknotes, but I lost the bidding. So they're obviously pretty popular and they're pretty expensive too. So at some stage, I left a few sheets here for some of those £10 banknotes to pick up over the years. So I'm looking forward to that. And then yesterday I slotted some of these banknotes in. So the Australian $1 paper banknotes from 66 till 1982. So got a few going on there. Commonwealth of Australia, those ones there. A few different years, and then some in nice condition. First prefix coming up. I think that's the first prefix right there. So a few of those $1 banknotes gone into this folder. Now I wonder if I'll leave one more page for some other $1 banknotes, and then I'll start on the twos. So here we go. This is what I've got. This one here, the signature's Coombs Wilson. So a Coombs Wilson, I'm pretty sure that's the first year. So what I use to check it out is this book here. Most of you will be familiar with it if you're in the collecting sort of space. Renix Australian Coin and Banknote Values. So this is the book, and this is the page where all the Australian $2 notes are located. So the very first year, 1966, Coombs Wilson are the signatures on those notes. So that's correct. That's what I've got here. That's a Coombs Wilson signature, Coombs Wilson. So this is from 1966. And that one's in pretty rough condition. But let's have a look at the values. $10, $18, $34, up to $120 if it's perfect condition. But mine is right down here, somewhere in that sort of range. So here we go. Let's put that one into the folder, and we'll start our little slotting session, slotting these banknotes in. Try not to damage the notes as I'm sort of putting them in, so it's a bit tricky, a bit awkward getting them into the folder and trying to center them, but I think that's pretty good right about there. Might move that light up a little bit. Here we go. All right, the next one is, same again, a Coombs Wilson. It's pretty worn again, this one here, but I'm just happy to have any of them in any condition, really. Some of those older ones. It's cool having the Commonwealth of Australia. They're only on, the Commonwealth of Australia was only on the banknotes for a couple of years, and then it changed to just Australia. And we'll see a few of those a bit later on. All right, got that there. If you've got any questions or any comments, just leave it in the chat, and hopefully I'll see it. I'll just click on the chat button to see if anyone has any comments. No comments just yet. That's cool. All right. Now what I've got here is a Phillips Randall. So this one's in slightly better condition. So Phillips Randall. And that banknote is from 1968. 1968. All right, let's go. Let's slot this one in. So 66, 66, and 68. And there was a different one in between there too, but I haven't got one of those yet. I think it's a Phillips, a Coombs Randall. Coombs Randall is the one that I haven't got. So I'll get one of those at some stage. So, all right, we've got the first page done. Then we go into the second page. This one here is a Phillips Wheeler. So Phillips Wheeler notes are from, and these are the ones that got Australia at the top instead of Commonwealth of Australia. Here we go, 1974. You can see it there, 1974, Phillips Wheeler, Australia. Okay, so we'll slot that one in. There we go. Pretty good, pretty good. We've got a Phillips Wheeler, another Phillips Wheeler. Cool. Slot that in. Try and line them up so they're straight. It's a little bit crooked, isn't it? Right when I say we'll try and line it up when we're straight, put it in crooked. All right. This one here is a Night Wheeler. And this one's a center thread. It says on this little bit of note here, OCRB and center thread. So OCRB is the font style, the type of font it is, and the center thread, there's a security feature for those who aren't too sure on these notes. See that black line through the note? Put the light behind it. You can see that's the security feature, and that's a center thread, which means that security feature is close to the center of the note. Some of them have that feature into the center, and some are a little bit further to the side, and they call it a side thread if it's closer to the side. So this one here is a center thread. So I'll slot this one in pretty good condition too. So $70 value for this $2 banknote. So I was lucky to pick it up for $2, and yeah, using that book, I was able to identify that the note that it is in this condition, and it's $70 value in that condition. So that's pretty cool. All right, and then I've got another one of those. Same thing again. So OCRB serial type font, and then a center thread again. So we'll slot this one in. It's in pretty good condition, so $70 value for that. And we'll put this little note on that sort of section there. Got a little, it's part of a sticky note, that one there, so just straighten it up. Cool. All right, and then we've got this one here is a Night Stone. So the Night Stone notes, what year are they from? Let's have a look in the book here. The Night Stones are from 1979. 1979 Night Stone. So probably the last one from the 70s. Although I might have another one myself, but to put in the folder. No, I don't. Just got a Johnston stone. This one's a Johnston stone, so probably into the 80s now. Cool. Got those ones. This one's a little bit crooked. Just how's that? It looks a bit better. Jolly. How much are the Ruzilla's worth? I have one classic one and another one that has double print on around 40% of the design. You're talking about the 50-cent coin from 2001. I don't keep a track of those prices on my list, although I have sold a few of them myself, up to $10. So depending on how significant the doubling of the back of that kangaroo is, yeah, up to about $10. But probably between $2.50 and $10, somewhere in that sort of range. Just depends on the condition of the coin and how significant the doubling is. Yeah, cool. Nice one. All right. We've got a Johnston Fraser. These are the latest issue ones, the most recent, and they're in pretty good condition, these ones. lower in value because they're the latest banknotes, or latest $2 banknotes. However, it's cool to have them in good condition, so happy with that. So we'll get these in here. One thing you'll notice a little bit, if I can line them up properly, is that sometimes it's cut, the paper can be cut a little bit thicker or thinner on the edge. And sometimes people like to collect ones that are really thin cuts or thicker cuts. So just a bit of a variation. If you sort of look at this one here, again, it's a bit thicker again. You look at the difference in if I match it up with that top note, a fair bit of note hanging out over this way compared to that top note. So, yep. Some people are interested in those. All right. Well, that's all the $2 notes that I'm going to put in that folder there. But I do have some more in here, so I've got a fair few left over that I'll keep in this other folder here. But because I've got plenty to put into this big folder here, I'm going to leave a few slots there because I'm going to do the $5 notes. So at some stage I'll put the $5 notes in, the $10 notes, 20s, 50s, 100s. And then I've got some spots down the back here for some of these interesting banknotes from around the world. So some of you might have seen these. The $100 trillion banknote from Zimbabwe, 2009. Then I've got a few 10 trillion. Well, actually myself, I've got one, and then my two boys have got one each as well, a $10 trillion banknote. Pretty cool. Trillionaire. Billionaire, $20 billion banknote. I like that. And then I've got some American. These are American $1 banknotes, and the reason that I liked these and I bought these at an auction is they're star notes. They're all star notes, these ones here, which means that when they produced these particular serial number notes, they got damaged, and they replace those same serial numbers, but they put a star. They take one of the numbers off and put a star, and that just represents that these are replacements of those notes that were damaged in the production. So these are all consecutive. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So consecutive star notes, which is pretty cool. I like that. And then this one here is an American $2 banknote. So $2 banknote, I might lift it up so you can see a little bit better, a little bit of reflection there. But I think it's a 1928. Can we see that in that off to the left-hand side there? Sort of in front of the serial number, the red serial number, there's a little series of 1928. D, I think it is. So it might be Denver or something like that, or I'm not too sure. Yeah. Better cool $2 banknote right there. So pretty happy with that. But yeah, so this is coming together. It's coming together. So $1 notes. Hi from the USA. Those are pretty awesome. Yeah. G'day. How's it going? That's good timing. Looking at some of the American banknotes, and these are some of the Australian ones I've just slotted into my folder. But yeah, at the back of this folder, I've got some of the foreign notes in here, some of the Zimbabwe and some of those US ones. So pretty happy with those. Do you have any misprint notes? I don't have any really crazy error banknotes that really stand out. But I'm just trying to think. Like, I've had some of those interesting side cuts and narrow cuts, but I'm just trying to think if there's anything in my collection that is quite unusual from that standpoint. I don't think I do. I've got some interesting serial numbers and stuff like that, but nothing crazy as far as errors and things like that go. But well, that's pretty much it. That was pretty much all I was going to do on this live stream search of those banknotes. But if you've got any questions before I head off, just throw them down quickly, and hopefully I'll see them, and then I can cover them. Or if you want to see anything in particular, I'll see if I've got it and I can share it with you right now. But just wait a little bit. Just while you're waiting, I've got this $10 banknote that is going to be a giveaway. So if you're on the live stream at the moment, all you have to do is find this video in my library. It's only produced, I think, yesterday or the day before. And if you comment on that video that has this banknote in it as the giveaway, comment in the video, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you could win this. So I'm going to be choosing someone who's commented on that video at random, and they'll win this banknote, which is a pretty cool banknote. It's from 1988. It's the first polymer banknote anywhere in the world, so a plastic style banknote, but an Australian banknote, and it's pretty collectible. So only produced in 1988. It sort of commemorates the bicentenary. So the first fleet, this is the ship's supply from the first fleet that arrived in 1788. And then 200 years later, they produced this banknote. So Indigenous design on this side, first fleet on the other side. So just check that comment. Sorry, I missed it. Noted. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can go in the draw to win that. Oh, I wonder if I should slot in my $5 banknotes while I'm here. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just keep on going, because I've got the $5 notes ready to go. I might leave, how many? I might leave a page. How many pages of $1 notes did I leave? I left one between, so maybe I'll do the same. I'll leave one blank in case I want to add some more twos. But so in here, I've got my $5 notes. And the reason I have got them all ready is because I put them into the folder accidentally instead of the $1 banknotes. So they're all in order. I think they're all in order from, yeah, when I wanted to put into this. All right, so I might start putting these ones in. $5 banknotes. So these are, again, these are Australian $5 notes. Started to be produced, the paper ones anyway, from 1966. I don't have any from 1966, unfortunately, myself, of the $5 ones. So, but this one's pretty cool in that the serial number's got 000. It's got 3 zeros in a row. A little bit crooked, just want to get it straightened up. There we go. Then we've got, I might put these to the side. I've got a Gothic uncirculated. So this one here, when it says Gothic, this font type, it's called Gothic. The number, and it's in uncirculated condition. So this $5 note is worth $85 in this condition. So I'll put that, carefully slot that in there so I don't do any harm to it. And then we'll put that little note on the outside so I can see. And remember, I might actually move it up in the window so that I can have that little note there underneath it. Here we go. That's pretty cool. That's all right. Nice. Might see if I've missed any questions. Is that still legal tender? Yeah, these banknotes, they are still legal tender in Australia, although most businesses wouldn't recognise them because our money looks a lot different than the paper banknotes now. So, but you can cash them in at banks if you wanted to, but you only get $5 if you're going to cash these in. But these are worth more to collectors. So if you sold them on sites like eBay, they're worth a bit more. So like this one here is worth $85. All of these notes are worth more than just $5 to the right people. So, yeah, if you've got any, or if anyone's got any, they're probably better off trying to source collectors. Now, this is sort of interesting. This one at the top here's got 3 zeros. This one at the bottom here's got 3 nines. It's got 999493. So it's got 4 nines in the serial, which is pretty cool. Some people like to collect interesting serial numbers, and that would grab someone's attention who likes serial numbers. Cool. Let's turn that over. I love seeing other countries' currency. The US has some cool stuff, but the color coins and stuff like that are pretty cool. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? That yeah, there's lots. I like going through coins and banknotes from around the world because it's just so many different designs, and it's interesting. Like in Australia, you get used to everything that you're sort of dealing with. And it's cool seeing other people's currency. Yeah, like even American stuff. Like I know some people say, "Oh, American currency can be a little bit boring," but I like some of the stuff that the US has got. Um, I like the state quarters and the national park quarters and all that sort of stuff. Um, and I like the idea that you can find things from back in the 1800s, like still in circulation if you're lucky. But in Australia, all of our currency that's in circulation is started in 66 because we changed from pounds and pennies and things like that across to the decimal currency, which is cents and dollars and stuff in 66. So the earliest we can get or find in circulations from 1966. All right, now I might go to a new page on these ones. These ones here are the first. These ones here are the first of the polymer $5 notes from 1992, and they've got a green serial number. Now I'm trying to be delicate with this one because these notes are worth $110 each in this condition. So I've got three of them in a row, I believe. I've sort of got four there, but are they 42? 19866. Yeah, I might put one in here and I'll put some on the other page. So yeah, $110 for those. Got a few more to come through here as well. So pale green serial number 1992. But it's the same in the US. Like there's some banknotes and there's lots of things that are worth a lot more than what's written on the currency to the right collector. You just got to know what to look for. I know in America, the Coin channel is Eric Miller. He runs on TikTok. He runs the Coin channel, and also he's probably on YouTube as well. But he's got like 4.5 million followers on TikTok. I think about 1 million followers on YouTube. But yeah, he covers what to look for on the US stuff. And there's lots of things to look for. Cool. Got the fives in. Nice. And then we'll go to a new page. Now, these ones here, she's got a few of these ones put in, but these ones are $5 notes from 2001, and it's a Federation. It's a commemorative banknote from Federation. So this is Sir Henry Parkes. They call him the father of Federation, so maybe he was in government that instituted Federation for Australia, like sort of forming of all of Australian states and under one, like a full country, rather than before that. I think each of the states in Australia was sort of running separately, like New South Wales was running separately to Victoria. They're just like running as separate countries, I suppose, in a way. But in, I think, 2001, it was like, okay, Australia, we're going to be one whole country, but we've got individual states, but we're one whole country. And these banknotes here commemorate 100 years since Federation in Australia. So 2001. 1901 was when Federation started. But these ones here worth about $35 each, $35. I've been selling a few of those actually. I've got a few for sale because I've got a fair few of them, and they're pretty cool to have. So people have been pretty keen on buying some of those, which is good. Just see if there's any comments. Is that what the changeover coins represent? Yeah, the changeover coins represent that. So I've got a changeover coin right here. It's a bit hard to see, but this is a $2 coin. Oh no, these changeover coins, they represent when Australia changed over from pre-decimal currency to decimal currency. So in 1966, Australia started to use cents and dollars, but prior to that, we were using pennies and pounds and shillings. So these coins represent 50 years since Australia changed from pre-decimal currency to decimal currency. So that's the change over coins. But yeah, these banknotes are commemorating the 100 years since Australia became a federation, like a full country. I think that's what it is anyway. Might be just talking off the cuff without really understanding it. I don't know if that last one's a bit crooked. No, it looks fairly straight. Might be just a little bit down on this edge. And the last of the $5 banknotes here. Okay, how's that looking? It's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Maybe just a little bit further across. All right, happy with that. So that's good. I'm starting to get a little bit further into this folder, which is nice. So I've got the ones. And then I've got the twos. Oh, that's not going to work, is it, that well? So maybe if I put this, maybe I'll slot that note down a little bit, put that up the top, because then it won't fall out when I grab the page. And then I'm onto the fives. Got the fives in here now, the $5 banknotes that I'm collecting anyway. And then we're going to have the $10 banknotes. So what will happen is I'll leave a couple of pages there, and then I'll grab the $10 little folder, sort of show you roughly what I'm going to be looking at putting in. So these are some of the notes that I will go through and get sorted. I'll put some of these banknotes in, and then a few of those as well. Some of those Indigenous 1988, Indigenous and First Fleet style banknotes in there as well from 1988. Oh, what have I got a $5 banknote in this folder? I'm not too sure. It's in good condition though too. Ah, nice. Cool. And that's the thing, like I've sometimes got banknotes everywhere. I've got like a $1 note in the back of this folder, like I'm not sure why. Oh, that's a Commonwealth. But just running out of space in all the other folders, so that's why I want to be able to try and get most of my collection into this one folder right here. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Happy with that. All right, well, thanks everyone for jumping on the live stream. Hopefully you all have a great day or great night wherever you are in the world, and might see you again sometime soon. Cool. All right, we'll catch you later.